My lock is not working. It's crooked. Good luck. We're turning it. Is that a date? It's not unlocking. Don't give rat's ass. It's not unlocking. There we go. See how it looks? See how nice and neat it looks? My lock. Then I realized this. That was before it's ever been tampered with that I was aware of. But look at these scratch marks. Look at that. See that? My phone calls. It began January 4th. And when I made that, when I let them know, Angie Henry did, that's the first time she ever talked to me. Well, this is the first time we ever had a reason to communicate. She said, I understand that there was a disturbance on the first. I said, that was a wellness check, lady. So she must have looked back on the camera and saw the police officer standing there. I was watching my grandbaby over the night on the 31st. My daughter wants to bring in the New Year's with her boyfriend. And there was some bumping around, and the guys downstairs were having a little party. So when I was hearing some bumping, I thought it was the guys downstairs. It was my daughter knocking at the door. And they got concerned, went down to 329 to Rosalind, and Rosalind said, we owe. And Jamila, here's the door. So we might need to call the police. So they called the police, and the police showed up. Now, when the officer was walking off, I said, no, you didn't show up, and I got my grandbaby's up in here, and I know how this go. He said, I said, this crap will show up later on down the road. He said, no, I promise you. I said, for real? He said, no, it won't. This won't. Mm-mm. But anyway, yeah. Those pictures, this is the day I got locked in my apartment. I was locked in my apartment for 2 hours. It took him that long to come because it was his day off. These were all security calls. And all along it was them. I was locked in my apartment. That's crazy. I don't know. This place is really nuts. Really friggin' nuts. I didn't even know her name. And this is my door. Was on the inside. Turn on the lights so you can see. And this is when they claim they put new stripping up. So you can see how I'm locked. You see how it's dented it in right there and right there. It's my door. And if you'd like to contact the police to file a report, we'll be happy to work with the police in providing the information, warrant, or subpoena. Asshole lion. Uh-oh. This tab. Okay. I came over here Because when my daughter first started getting messed with, my friend Calvin, he said, Jamila, my friend used to live here. She was assistant property man, no, on-site management. And her boyfriend kicked in the door and stabbed her, and she almost died. He said the doors are easy to get into. You know? So I looked this stuff up because the law is, when it comes to apartment complex, all this other stuff. But if there has been events of issues of break-ins, then they're supposed to do something. I was the first person to move in that apartment after the woman was stabbed. That's why there was no carpet in my living room. It was wood floor because she damn near died up in it, and she made it out, and she ended up passing out outside the front. And I found the article. And then in 2018, someone was stabbed and they don't give a rat's ass. I'm going to show you. This is in 2018. Oh, no, I have to show you the other one first. Woman stabbed in Northwest Portland. Suspect arrested. 945 Northwest NATO. 2013. I moved in 2014. My friend said, you don't have no carpet in there. There he is. Because I pulled him up before. Is it recording this? Is it recording woman? Yeah, I think it is. So, I don't know if I can move down. Yeah, I can. Portland was arrested in the afternoon in connection to a stabbing of a woman near Union Station in Northwest Portland. I was the first person to move into that damn apartment. There's stab marks. There were stab marks in the living room. I filmed that crap and sent it to him. Multiple stab wounds. And she was in serious condition. I'm going to have to lock this one in. Because I know I'm going to have to come back to that one. I didn't lock it in before. Okay, now let's check out the other guy. See that? They didn't even notify the tenant. Somebody had just mentioned that to me when I was standing at the bus stop. And I just remember that. They didn't let anybody know that there were issues. It's like they don't care. Federal staff and police say he allegedly stabbed someone inside the Yard Union Station premise. See? It's ridiculous. I'm going to save this one too. Okay. Oh, did I say done on the last one? Oh, hold up. Yeah, I was the first person to move in. The first to move in after the woman was stabbed. And they knew somebody was messing with my door. Yeah, I knew all that. I checked my environment. And then when I talked to my friend about it, I said, are you sure? He said, after it happened, I heard about it because he was living on the 4th floor. He said, I ran up there and they had it taped off because they didn't know if she was going to live or die. And he said, I told them that I was her best friend. And he said, Jamila, he said, everywhere he showed me where there was a big puddle of blood, there were stab marks on the wall where he was just going at her and missing and stuff all the way out the door. He said, there was a big puddle there. What? He showed me. And I said, that's what those marks are in the wall? They just painted over them. They didn't film in. I filmed that too. I'm not going to do all that now, but I filmed that too. Dirty ass Henry. Okay, I think that's all I need to show on this one. Let me pause it and ponder for a moment. Okay, security. I'm going to show you why they couldn't get in my door. That one security kid, Brandon, when I told him what happened and I got locked in there and I told him that I know you can be pushed in and all that, he said, I'll be right back. He left. We don't have security. He left and he came back with some wood screws this long. Now I'm going to show you. Okay, now we can do it. He knew he could push the door in. See how small this screw is? Now, see the hole? I saved this for a specific reason. I'm going to inch my fingers back. Might fall in. Please don't fall in. I want to show him this. You see how the screw doesn't meet? Doesn't even go into the wood. See that? He knew he could push the door in. I replaced the screws with some that goes all the way into the wood. They're this long. Okay, the story with that. The story with that is when that guy did it at the door on the 4th, it wasn't Brandon, and he was standing there with him. Because he put the screws in and he knew they couldn't bust it in. When I opened the door, Mr. Maintenance, I snatched the door open. Brandon was standing back because he knew he couldn't bust it in. Yeah, people. Okay, and I want to go back because I want you to see this one too. Okay, I'm going to start with the contact, Harold Brown, and the union. This is they received maintenance, and this is March 11th from Home for letting them know there were cleanliness issues. May 31st. It says that continuous contact with Brian Jackson. I didn't know who Brian Jackson was. But then when I realized it, I went through my emails, a group email with Renters United. Brian Jackson was in my phone, and he was one that I sent a cease and desist to. Okay? This is what the attempt to evict. They lied and said a tenant attempted to take Jamila's phone, and she stood back and started throwing blows and threw blows for several minutes. I didn't know he was trying to take my phone until the end. Or close to the end. I mean, they watched it to the end. They knew that. They knew. Oh, no. No one tried to get in her door, Your Honor. That's upside down. That's my door lock. My new door lock, the one I replaced. This right here, this is in response to my concerns about my closet door. I never sent them anything concerned about my closet door. I let them know that I allowed Home Forward in to re-inspect, that they couldn't come in. This is saying that they have no record of Harold Brown using his fob or a photo of him in the courtyard when I reported this. My daughter and my grandbabies were with me. Okay? Another cover-up. This right here says that I am continuously putting notes on people's doors, and two personally, Sam, whoever that is, I guess it might be one of the twins, and Brian Jackson. Those people are both in the union, all because we were doing this, tracking the garbage with the tubs. They were disappearing and reappearing. But I was doing this at 4:30, 2:30. Later, the latest was 6 in the morning. This is where they told me that I would need a subpoena to get footage. That's when my door was first being tampered with, earlier 2019. I had no idea that they were all tied in. But I proved that was not true, because this is the photo that they gave me when my friend had a seizure and banged into other people's door trying to get out. He had a seizure after he left my home. I subpoenaed twice the footage of the attack, and they never followed through.